And what is going on YouTube? Just another game channel, bringing you just another video. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been away for a while. I apologise. I've not been playing Destiny. I apologise for that. I grinded Destiny to 385, well, to originally 335 with every single item that I had for each character. That was a grueling experience. Then I started to do it with this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm never going to get there by the time the DLC comes out. There's going to be an instant upgrade to a level cap of 600. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. I'm repeating stuff every week, and it's just exhausting. So that was one reason I stopped kind of putting Destiny videos up. But don't worry, guys. I bought the DLC. I'm looking really excited for it. I can't wait to get back on it. So, but generally, due to you get anyone that watches my videos enough knows that I suffer from like chronic insomnia. Like we're talking 20 to 50 hours a year of sleep, and I know that's hard to believe, but 20 years of medical records to back it up, and dozens of people that will accredit that, have seen it. That's been a big part. It's just exhausting to play for long periods, and obviously because my eyes are never asleep, they're never rested. When you get like those heavy eyes when you're really tired, I don't get that anymore. I remember it, but my eyes just don't get heavy. They don't get sleepy anymore. I don't get sleepy anymore. I get tired, but not sleepy. It's very hard to explain. Also, I did actually manage to fall asleep for a few hours after taking rather more sleeping tablets than I probably should have. But they work maybe 5 to 10% of the time, not even that, and they only put me out for about 20 minutes normally. But I fell asleep for a good couple of hours, and I'd imagine leaning on the top of your hand and it bending right forward, so your wrist is like beyond a right, so your hand is beyond a right angle to your wrist. I fell asleep on the top of my hand and bent it, and then I had what's commonly known as dead hand syndrome, or whatever it is. It's basically I crushed my nerves in my hand, so I couldn't use my hand at all for several weeks. I've still not got full use of my thumb back, so playing any aggressive game like Destiny is almost impossible. I managed to play a bit of Elite I had a brace on with a metal strip inside, to straighten my arm for several weeks. I could kind of just feel the tip of my thumb, so I could play Elite, but the thumb constantly stayed on the pad, and I just rotated for steering and navigation. I could manage about that, and I've got most of my thumbs feeling back, but I ordered a new Canyon mountain bike, so I've been trying to mountain bike a little bit, try and exercise to tire myself out. And I've been doing 30 miles a day, not every day, but I've wanted to go. So I bought a decent mountain bike, and now that's got a flat tyre. I've only been out on it 3 times. I talked to a couple of shops. They reckon it's a puncture. I'm convinced it's not a puncture. I mean, I spent 1,700 on this bike. I've been out on it 3 times and it got puncture. I don't think so. Also, I've been over the tyre probably close to 100 times. I've not found any penetration, thorns or holes. I think it's leaking from the valve for some reason. And I've been out on the other mountain bike that I bought, the Carrera Kraken, that were 500. I've been riding that for about a month, 20, 30 miles a day. To be honest, I say 20 as a minimum, but it's it's 30 at least. I go like 10, 12 miles each way, then I ride around off. I'm on Pennine Trail, so I can go for miles and miles without stopping. I'm off going around lakes and in woods and off trail and shit. So we're doing that a little bit, but mainly it's been the arm. The problem is the bike got delivered about a week after I'd damaged my hand. So I carried the bike upstairs, even though it's light. I seriously damaged all the nerves in my arms now. Because the nerve damage was so severe in the wrist and the hand. Like I said, it's been several weeks. I've only just started to get feeling back in my thumb. I can still only feel about 80% of my thumb. But now my arm is really badly damaged. So I've been a bit fucked. So I apologise. But guys, that's a big intro. Sorry about that, guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to go. Chapter 3's out. And I'm not done. I didn't play this when Chapter 2 was out, I don't think. I've done pretty much no Guardian stuff. I did have loads of their alloys, and then I got destroyed with 42 in my ship, and I'm like, bollocks. So this is gonna be a travel to a Guardian outpost. It's a space outpost. NUEFE KU. Oh, where's the dash? Where's the dashes? Is it that one? No. Damn it, I'm an idiot. Oh, it's that one, isn't it? No. Yes. No? Yes. There it is. No, it's... Yeah, it's that. Sorry. Oh, it's not a capital F. Piss off. I don't think that matters, though, to be honest. But it's going to be a fair journey. I think this is about... It's not... I mean, it's not that bad. It's about... 800, I think it's about 850, 890 light years, something like that. Have I got that right? Oh, what? No, I haven't. Okay. What have I got wrong about that? SYNEFEKU-F 844. That's... Alright. Let's try that. Alright, we've got some... Oh. Okay. Why is that so isolated? 900 and... Can we do 8? There's no 8? Alright guys, I'm gonna have to quickly try and bring up a video that I discovered by Obsidian Ann, who's basically just a YouTuber that pretty much only plays God, it's warm in this room. I have to put a fan on in a minute. Only plays Elite primarily, so I'm gonna have to have a quick look at... Oh, damn it. I'm sure this is the correct address that I've discovered. Wait, let's have a look. That is the right address that I typed in. That is the right address. In fact, they all should be in capitals, but that doesn't really matter at the moment, because this is not working. What the heck? So why is there no... What I want to know, why is there no other stars around here? Is that because the one I've searched? Right, let me put the fan on, guys, because I'm roasting here. There's the sun's out, windows open. But it is extremely warm, and now that the PlayStation's on, it's going to get a lot warmer. Plotting route failed. What? What? Okay. Oh, we got another one. Why are there no other stars? Okay, there are other stars. Is this oh, I think this... Is this a lot lower than the Galaxy Rim? Sorry guys, the pop filter's just not pointing. I don't know if that's made a difference. Let's have a look. This is the right address. I know it is. Oh, maybe you've got to put... Hang on. Maybe you've got to put system in. No. Why is this not working? This is what I don't understand. Oh, right, there's no F there. Hang on. No. Let's try that. No. Should be a dash in that. Come on, that should be working. Let me try just that. Oh. I think the address is definitely right, because I'm looking at it on screen now. It's in the... Oh, that's B44. God, I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. It looks so like an 8. B44-4. I'm a Mong. Sorry if... No, I'm not apologising for saying I'm a Mong, even though, like, anyone on the extreme left will be like, you know, no, guys, I'm not racist or biased against people with Down syndrome. It's just a term of... Yes, it became derogatory, but originally it wasn't. And now it's used in comedy. So saying that I'm criticising myself as a Mong... And let's be honest, people with Down syndrome are disabled. They've got an extra chromosome, and it affects intelligence and their appearance and physically and all sorts of things. So, you know, I just degenerated myself there. So stop fucking get angry. So guys, we're gonna go on a 800 and Okay, we're in a Corvette, as you can see. This is the process you do to
Landing
start
pad
to get
restraints
the.
disengaged. You are clear to leave the port.
Well, I bought a Challenger, the Chieftain. I could never find. Well, this is really weird. Like, as long as the Chieftain's been out and the Type 10 Defender, I never stumbled across a system that had him ever. Like, it really frustrated. Like, I know I could go and find, like, search one, but oh, like, no, screw it. But then I discovered the Chieftain, the Challenger, the Crate, and the Defender, and I've already spent like 300 million. Now, about 200 million. Actually, I don't even know. Probably 200 million on upgrading on the Challenger, and it looks cool, but it's not that good really. I mean, no fighter bay for starters, which just sucks. So I put an extra. Okay, I put a repair unit in. I did have a cargo bay and a collector thing, but I put a repair unit back in, which I normally have, and then I put an extra. I put a level 6 fuel plant in, not scoop, fuel tank. Sorry, excuse me. What? Oh yeah.
Cannot comply.
Oh, wow, I've just opened my cargo scoop instead of. I'm an idiot. Oh my god, why can't I? Okay. Cargo scoop.
Clear ahead.
Landing
Be careful
gear.
out there.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Okay, now I'm. Wow, I'm bad.
Cannot comply. Frame
So
drive
yeah, so
detected.
so back to the reason I've not played. Basically, I've been mountain biking in the day. It's been too hot to play PlayStation. Where my PlayStation set up in my own room is right on the back, and the sun's basically on my back window from about 9 in the morning till it sets. It's just facing like the peak of where the sun is. Like, oh, midday onwards is excruciating. So we've got a level 6 or 7 fuel scoop that's been modified with, I don't know what, probably. Now I really wanted to start. I wanted to explore shit. You know, I wanted to scan planets because I've got a scanner. But I don't think that'd be much fun for you guys, would it? Also, oh look at that double shot.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning.
Oh shit!
Temperature critical.
No! Get out of there! Wow, it must be a pretty big star. Because what I was actually going to talk about that. So the heat damage will damage the hull, but it'll damage the opponents more than anything. So the modules. So this is why I brought a repair unit. The star system didn't have any heat exchangers, which I wanted, because you'd be surprised when you're on long journeys. Sometimes you just totally forget to reduce speed, and you'll hit a star's habitable zone, or whatever you want to call it, and then you can't boost out of there without increasing your heat. Sometimes 200%, and it's insane. Just some real damage. But some stars, like you go to red dwarfs, or some stars are like massive, and you never really notice because you always jump out at a relative distance to a star, and obviously they all look massive compared to your ship. What's interesting though is like I watched someone the other day on talking about elite and star sizes, and they were like, well, you know, I jumped around this star that's like something like it was that big. His partner walked into the system on the other side of the star, and he's 12,000 light seconds away from him. That's how big the star was, but you don't really notice because you always jump in at a relative size, and your ship always looks.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Dude, I'm gonna have to repair some shit. Damn it.
Warning. Taking heat damage.
Okay. So even when I'm paying attention, so yeah, like, okay, I'm not dropped out next to star, but basically, oh, it's not where from there. Let's get in close, and we'll drop out just to show you guys. Which anyone that's watching this probably play elite, and the others that don't. So we're heading for the Guardian system, guys. I really want to scan shit because I don't do much exploring. I'll scan every star system I go in with Discovery Scanner, but individual scans, I've done quite a lot. But every system I've not discovered has been discovered by somebody else, so it's frustrating for me personally. Whoa. So we're gonna try and just trying to drop in without being. Oh, no, we're gonna have to drop out there. See, that's not that close. I don't know. Well, I suppose okay. So yeah, you can kind of see. No, it's not that close, is it? Really? Let's be honest. Okay, I do a speed up time. Square and hold on. I'm going to zoom out a bit, and again. There we go. So you can kind of see this is a big shift arm, but obviously compared to a star, it's tiny. And like, I'm actually still zooming out. I think. Zoom in. I'm sure I'm still zooming out. Am I just zooming sideways? No, I'm zooming out. All right. So there you go. Oh no, no. I guess there's a limit. So you can kind of see. But I like dropping out. I love dropping out in front of stars and like even closer than this, and then fighting ships, especially when stars are massive. Because like, oh. But anyway, all right. There's only, you know, if that's another. Okay, if these are all 4 stars, I'll be able to scan all these, even the 11,000 light second one. There we go. That's 1,000. Heat should be fine for. Oh, no, I'm going to be in the heat range. Come on, get out of there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Done some more damage. Terrible.
Warning. Temperature critical. Warning.
Get out of there.
Taking heat damage.
I mean, I've got a couple. The module. So the module reinforcement packages normally take a lot of the damage, but like more external things take more damage than anything else usually. Normally when I'm in like combat missions, I like, you know, like the weekly ones at combat base, I'll have like 4 module reinforcement packages instead of hull. I'll have like 2 or 3 hull, but I'll have module reinforcements. And people, I don't think many people realise, like I've had my ship, this ship, at 8% hull. 8% hull, with almost all of my modules. None of them were damaged. Like, they were damaged, but none of them were not functioning. Now normally if you don't have any module requirements, by the time you're down to 80%, like one of your guns will have failed, for like 60% your frame shift drive might have failed. With 4 module reinforcement packages on, you pretty much like 8% with everything, or almost at 100%. I think the worst damage thing was like 86%, because those 4 module reinforcement, they're the things that take the damage rather than your modules. That's what they're there for, basically. So yeah, it makes sense. See, I don't understand, like, I like to set lots of things repairing one after another, but it seems to massively slow down the repair of this individual item, and I don't understand that, like...
Module repaired.
Cargo hatch damage pretty good.
Module repaired. Module
I've scanned that by now. No, not yet. Okay. Is that some... No, my advanced discovery thing shouldn't have anything to do with it. Alright, put that back on.
repaired. Module repaired.
I can't do my frame shift drive. I like it with oxygen mask. It sounds cool, man.
Module repaired.
Oh, what we got? I wish there was a way to do power plants. Well, you can't take those. Obviously, you can't repair those because you take them offline, you're screwed, aren't you? Oh no, don't do it. See, I could repair it with 100% increase, but I find it awkward. Oh, I find it really awkward. Why is that? Oh, it's a planet. That's why it's not scanning. It's a small planet, I'm guessing. Scanning now, but I'm getting too close. Shit. Anyway, don't worry, guys. We're not gonna do this shit. We're gonna jump. As much as I want to, we're gonna jump. I'll scan the shit on the way back. That'll be a different route, probably. Long range scanner. I don't know. Long range scanners. At first, I had like a fast scanner, but you had to get pretty damn close. Like long range seemed to be better because it's quicker than doing. I think it's quicker than doing the. Oh yeah, I had all this shit to do within 24 hours, and I didn't do it. I feel bad. I don't like it when I fail shit. I really don't like it, to be honest. Does not feel good seeing those red things, and plus I got like a 200 grand fine for basically I had to deliver vegetables to a system. I was like, oh, 700 grand, system's like a few light years away, cool. I accepted the mission, and then I went and bought the vegetables, where I realised you had to pick it up from your cargo thing, but I couldn't remember where I got the it didn't tell me where the thing was from, so I don't know how to get back to where I got the damn thing from.
Frameshift
I couldn't do
drive
it.
charging.
Unknown system, never been there. It's probably been discovered by someone else. Look, I'm doing 100 and... I was doing 140 times the speed of light, and it's like, look. So I think the maximum speed a ship can go, if you keep it burning out of a system, is 2,000 times the speed of light, which sounds fast, and it is fast. But it would still take years. It would still take like a long time to get to the like a 10 light year system. It would take a long time to get there.
Fuel scooping.
So we're not going to do any scans. Damn it. We're going to have a quick look at the system. We'll do that
Fuel
instead.
scooping complete.
So, ooh, lots of water worlds. These have been discovered. Damn it. See, I'll get points for discovering them, but you get more points. I think you get more money. Sorry, and more points on your discovery level. Why do I keep hitting this? Wow, I'm like, I must be going too close to stars, or I don't know. I'm back in a slower ship. I've been using Challenger for a few days, so it's a lot nimbler, a lot faster acceleration.
Frameshift drive charging.
A lot of water wells in this system now. So, some bases and some things.
4, 3, 2.
So the habitable bubble around Earth is about 1,000 light years in every direction, roughly speaking. Obviously there'll be many thousands of star systems not inhabited, but there'll be many tens of thousands inhabited within that range. Also, I found some... You guys probably don't know about this, but I still don't have all my engineers locked, and even as I'm engineering stuff recently, I'm getting more engineers unlocked. Now, they might have been added from the recent chapters 2 and 3. But look at this, what I discovered. Well, it's not going to be news to you guys, but some of these engineers, I don't know where these are, but look at some of these. They're like, 22,000 light years away. I've never been that far, and I'm really can't wait to go and look. One's inside a nebula. Actually, I have been this far. I've been there. That's why it's marked. Ah, okay. So this is. Oh, I might have been out there too. So I've been that far once. I think. No, I didn't go that far, did I? No, I can't have done. I think it's marked for a different reason. I think I went a certain. So that's the habitable bubble, basically. That tiny little thing out there. Okay, have I been out here? It's marked for a reason. Is that because I wanted to go out here? It might have been because I wanted to go out here, like right on the edge of star systems where there's like hardly right on the edge of the galaxy where there's no stars. But I don't think any jump range would be big enough to reach it. And what I mean by that is, the further you go out, there's less stars, and the further away. So you might be talking several hundred light years between each jump, which you just can't manage. There's no way to do it. Did I scan the system? I don't think I did I? Damn it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's already been.
Frameshift drive
It's
charging.
already in my database. I might have. Oh, I've been here before. I'm sure I've been here before. I still don't have the. I don't have the thing for. I don't think I've got the. That place where everything's discounted. That system you need a permit. I don't think I've got a permit for that yet. I don't think I'm high enough rank. My goal is to get my Imperial rank up. I've been stuck at Master for like about a year, so I've just never like managed to. When I've got around to doing it, I've never been discovered any goddamn military things. So I'm like, damn it, that's annoying. Okay.
Fuel scooping complete.
48 jumps left, guys. Yeah, but it's just fun for you. You know, it's surprising, like, just simple things like scanning and looking at systems and discovering things is actually quite fun. Like, just flying a ship and jumping from system to system is actually quite fun. It's relaxing, it's like a soothing thing. It's really hard to explain if you've never played this game. But being in combat is really soothing as well. It's really fun. Big, massive slow ship, right? It's like comparatively slow, shall we say. Or relatively slow, but it's not slow, you know. Right, you're doing up to like 10,000 times the speed of light there. It's jumping from 2 to 10, like when you're in hyperspace, or witch space, or null space, or void space. I can't remember what they call it exactly. They call it null witch space in one of the laws. And I've played the Frontier games since I was like 13, I think, 12. It was my favourite game on the Amiga. Floppy disk. Like 3D polygon ships, really simple, but fully immersive galaxy like this. You could jump from systems like fly onto planets, land on them, mine them. It was fantastic. Like, I can't believe how good I thought it were until I looked at the graphics like a few months ago. Wow, I used to believe that was amazing. Oh, see, this guy's discovered this already. Oh, he only scanned one planet. What was the point in that? The other guy scanned the rest. Doesn't make any sense. He scanned the first one. He scanned the first two.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'd scan him if it was me. Oh man, you want to walk around on your ship, don't you? Get up, walk around your bridge, go down through your doors, inspect your fighter bay. Oh, let's get back in ship there. Oh. I was hoping, yeah, of course it's going to switch back to your main view, but I was kind of hoping it'd show you some hyperspace through your window. I really miss my Anaconda. I know it's 7 gun ports, man. It's so cool, and it seemed bigger. I know it's not, but like when you got outside in your little buggy, in your SRV on planets, it seemed bigger. Like when you looked at the comparative size compared to this ship, it seemed like the Anaconda was much bigger. Even though when you put them side by side, it's not. I don't know what it was. Maybe the perspective was off. I don't know, but. It's saying slow down, so I'm coming close to some sort of star or planet. Probably coming close to... probably that, yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Only 46 more jumps, guys. Oh. I've been playing with Pac-Cow missiles on the ship. I'm not going on now, but I had 4 sets on. That magazine capacity. It was really cool, and I recently added like experimental shit to them, like drag drives and thermal cascade and some other stuff. Some other stuff. I do like how you jump in the main sequence start. That's kind of cool. I do like that I've got a massive because I've only got a level 5 fuel tank in this, so I've added a level 6 as well, which is good. I'm not sure how much fuel I've got now, actually. Does it tell you? Let's put a wing beacon on. I always have my external lights on normally, because, well, normally you're fighting in like an asteroid ring of a planet, and sometimes when it dips, when you're in orbit long enough, you go into dark, and it's kind of nice to light up the asteroids. Because they're easy to miss, even though you've got a scanner. They're easy to miss when you're in combat, you're focusing on other things. 3, 2, 1. It's been so long since I played this. I can't remember how to do the galactic powers thing, and I want to get the new the weapon that I'm after. And not that I'm after it particularly, but I'm like, oh, well, might as well. I ain't got it yet. I find it difficult to figure out what I'm supposed to do. Like, where I'm supposed to deliver out to fortify. Do I do? You know, I just find it. I just can't remember. I've not done it enough to remember.
Fuel scooping.
So, ooh, 2 stars. Now that other one looks massive. Oh, that's this one next to me. Okay, that's why it looks so big.
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping
Well, I think the new Charmed series might be out, or at least the first episode. That would be really cool if it was. Is it a Netflix? I don't think it is it? Well, let's charge while I'm looking.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, it's not on Netflix. Okay. Fair enough. 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Boom. So looking forward to Destiny, guys. I actually bought I pre-ordered off. I pre-ordered. God, I paid £60 as well. I pre-ordered off the site. I always get stuff off Amazon because it's normally cheaper. Actually, I want to buy the new. Came out a couple months ago. The Inquisitor, the Warhammer game. I know it's like got sort of average-ish reviews. It's like a Diablo type game, but nowhere near as good. And Diablo 3 is amazing, but I've not played it in like about a year, so I can't remember how to play it. But I got some. I only played as a wizard, but I got some amazing classes with amazing armor and weapons. Damn, amazing shit. That game is amazing. God, it's still. Ooh, sorry. When I first got the PS4, there were like 2 games that I wanted, and I bought them. It was. Oh, what's the one with the guns and the Hellgast, the shooter? Bollocks. There's 4 of them. Oh fuck. And then the other one was the new Infamous. Now, Infamous 1 and 2, way better than the PS4 one that came out. It was a good idea with the different powers. But because they had so many different powers, they could only they were quite limited in the development. They needed to like triple the amount of powers in each one. Really, that would have been amazing. But the game was really good. I never finished the DLC, unfortunately. I bought it and then it came out free. I was like, what, motherfucker? So they're the 2 games that I wanted. And I got them. I had them, and there were no else I wanted for months. And I was like, now there's too many games. And not only are there too many games, but they're the sort of games that you can invest thousands of hours in, which drives me insane because I've only played a couple hours of God of War, and because my problem is I always want to know what happens, and I always, if I don't get around to playing it soon enough, I always watch the cutscenes as a movie on YouTube. Now I know what happens, it's like kind of put me off playing it. No, it can't put me off, I just haven't got around to it. Because it's not. But I know that game's amazing. I know it is. I played a couple of hours and all I wanted to do was throw the hammer and get it back over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm talking about, guys that play God of War. You know it. That hammer throw feels amazing. Throw it, get it back. Throw it, get it back. But yeah, I tried to record an episode after I'd not played for about a month, and I looked like a complete noob because I was. I could not remember the controls at all, and that's a problem. There's so many games now that you're switching between games with complex systems, build systems, level up systems, weapons and modifications, and just the basic controls are so complex. I'm like, whoa.
4, 3.
I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn again, which I started on hard. I did the game, did the DLC, amazing game. Neo Automata. I played like only about 9 hours worth of that, and I'm like kind of stopped playing it, and now I'm like, damn it, I can't remember the controls. Gravity Rush 2, bought that because it looks really good. I've not played it yet. I bought it like 8 months ago, a year ago, I don't know. Not even played it yet, not installed it. There's like a dozen games on my PlayStation. There's like 8 or 9 games that I've not played yet on my PlayStation that I bought and installed. Like I want to play Dragon Age Origins again because I bought all the DLC. But on the original version, I put in like 300 hours and only got like a third way through the main campaign and some side stories. Not even a third, actually, to be honest. I did a lot of side stories and shit. I did a lot in the game, but...
Frameshift drive charging.
Now, I could stop recording here and just kind of stop and, like, show you when I get there. And it'd be like magic. Guys, let's be honest. My channel is not known for any type of editing whatsoever. It's too... like, I know it's so lazy and shit. This is why I've not tried to grow a YouTube business or channel or try and monetize anything, because I'm like, it's not worth it. Like, there's no editing or any planning behind the videos, really. Sometimes, okay, there's like basic editing, like I'll clean up audio as best I can. I'll crop it so it starts and ends with the audio and finishes and all that sort of good stuff. I'll do like a thumbnail, like really basic shit. So it's not worth, I'm not going to monetize anything and expect people to watch. Actually, it don't really cost you, but I don't watch. You know, I've got an ad blocker in Google Chrome.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I would take it out for those that I think are worth making money. It's just I watch so much YouTube, and I don't watch 10-minute videos. I watch like hour-long, 2-hour and 2.5 long debates, or hour-long videos like Rags. I'm just watching some of Rags' old stuff. Man, that dude's funny as fuck. If you don't know Rags, watch him. He's like a bisexual guy who's who's his like avatar and his image on screen when he's talking is a dog because he calls him. He's like basically took on the identity of a pooch of a dog. Yeah, he talks about sniffing butts and licking legs and nuts and eating his own shit and all that good stuff. But it's funny, like, it's proper into gaming and like really reasonable voice that's hated by the extreme left. Man, the left need to do something about the extreme left because the extreme left are given the right and the far right far more ammunition. Because anyone who's like liberal or left look like fucking nut jobs now because the far left are fucking insane. Like the extreme feminists that feminism has now become about hating men rather than women's rights. Like when feminism started, it was like really noble. It's like, look, we want to be treated equally, we want equal pay, equal rights, all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, great, awesome. But now it's become this toxic kind of hate on men. It's like now we all the white privilege bullshit and all that stuff. It's like all these people that are white, they talk about like because you're a white male, you're privileged, or you're like they hate you because you're a white male. It's like, first of all, I'm pretty convinced I've had no privilege in my society because of who I am. In fact, probably the opposite. I don't mean that from a racial perspective. I just mean, well, I'm pretty sure if I was like an extremely attractive, sexy woman, I would get preferential treatment for certain job interviews. Not saying that's always the case. And actually, I think now, because of toxic femininity, it's actually gone the other way. Like, people don't want to hire attractive women because it's like too much hassle. Like, you don't want that sexual like tension in the workplace. You don't want people thinking you're playing favourites. You don't want like. The problem is like there's been a lot of like there is sexual harassment in workplaces, and there's some guys out there that are dicks and molesters and rapists and all that bullshit. But there's a lot of women recently, like it's been proven that they've like done false claims against their partners or boyfriends or bosses, and like tried to ruin their career. And one guy got sent. No, one woman. She was an ex of a guy, and there's a couple of stories. One, this ex of this guy basically broke into his house with a machete, waited for him, then held him at knife point and raped him. Okay, she basically like, yeah, and she got arrested and she was like, he deserved it. I'm like, God. I actually wouldn't mind if it's sexy. I don't know how good looking to it, but I'm just saying, fancy time. But no, but seriously, like in all the stories that were publicised, not once did any of the newspapers use the word rape. They used the words like sexual assault and stuff. But if that was a man, it'd be like, yeah, he raped this woman. But the woman didn't get that. She didn't get that equal treatment. No. Equal treatment, I think, a lot of the time is preferential because I don't think women would want to be treated equally because I know, like, yeah, men have had privilege in society somewhat, but like the idea of a patriarchy, I don't think is correct. Like men in power, and that's a patriarchy, the white powerful man. No. Hierarchies are powerful by definition. So those at the top are, in fact, every strata of the hierarchy, even at the bottom, there'll be some sort of power struggle within the bottom to take control of the bottom, and then those that want to move up to the next level, and so on and so on until you get to the top of the hierarchy, till you're like the president or a massive charge of a massive corporation. These hierarchies, by definition, are power. So there's women in hierarchies. There's powerful women, billionaires and CEOs of companies, and all, not as many as men, admittedly. So all these ideas of equal rights, I don't think women have been treated like atrociously in the past, but I really don't think that they realise how brutal it can be for a guy. Like, holy shit, like, drunken guys always wanting to fight. Like, okay, so for example, like when I was at uni, I used to wear like jeans and shirts or jeans and t-shirts and a leather jacket, like kind of knee length, a bit longer than, not short waistcoat, like jacket, a bit longer. And, I had a bit of stubble, a couple of piercings and shit, cool hairstyle. Like, people always wanted to fight me when I went out in the evening. And like my friend, she was like, she noticed it, and I know, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she thought it's because I looked like I could handle myself, or I looked like I was tough and whatever. And I'm not saying I can't handle myself, but I'm not. My first act is generally to avoid violence. I'll only resort to that if I have to defend myself, and then the other dudes have got a problem because I can defend myself pretty aggressively. But I don't think I've ever started a fight. I don't think I have. I've not been in that many. I've been in some serious fights. I've been attacked, which is not the same as a fight, because the coward like attacked me when I was like talking to somebody else. And that's when I got out of my jaw, had loads of surgery. Coward. Probably mentioned it before. He went to prison for about a year. I would have rather had 10 minutes in a room once my jaw had healed. Not him tied up, bro. Well, let's say how tough this motherfucker is now. He's got to actually fight me rather than run up and fucking bottle me in the face when I'm not, when I'm talking to somebody. From the back. He basically came from the side and the back, the side, like kind of bottle. Just cowardly attack. That pissed me. That made me angry more than anything. More than what he'd actually done. It's how he did it. That pissed me off. Like, coward, you weakling, you fucking pussy. But yeah, I think women probably want to be treated equally to an extent, but I don't think equality is really what they want. I don't think they really want to be treated equally, because God, it's aggressive if you're a guy. It really is like survival of the fittest in a weird aggressive, like, I'll beat the fuck out of your way. Like, we like to think we're evolved creatures, but we're not. This is why we've had America wanted a Middle East oil. We had a fucking 20-year war over it. We're still there. I mean, fuck. And people can say it was over 9/11, but we know that those countries had no to do with 9/11. Especially Saddam Hussein had no to do with it. But we got the oil fields as much as we could get. Secondly, if anyone thinks, okay, like some conspiracy theorists think that 9/11 was planned by America, and there's so many witnesses that were there that said it's, the building, like, it collapsed in on itself, a perfect demolition type collapse, both of them, and they heard like sequenced explosions. Now that could have been like just the building collapsing, but for it to collapse the way it did is really suspect. Now, my theory is that I don't know if they organised it, but they definitely allowed it to happen. And the reason is because if you think two airliners can just go off course and do that without any... Seriously, guys, those fighter jets would have been... Oh my God, you don't know the advanced and complex military protocols in place. As fighter jets would have destroyed those planes way before they did what they did. Way before they did what they did. And there's so many like reports that came out about orders were actually to not do anything, and certain, like the German intelligence agency warned America about the attack, and there's certain companies that worked in the World Trade Center that didn't go in that day, and I just think at the very least it was allowed to happen, which is horrendous. And there's a book that was written like 25 years ago that said for America to remain the only true superpower, it would have to control the oil in some of the, a lot of the oil reserves in the Middle East. And for it to do that, there would have to be a terrorist attack, or I can't remember exactly how he worded it. But basically, he didn't word it as a terrorist attack, but some type of existential threat on American soil to allow for the basically invasion of another country to happen, and all that shit came true. Like, it's weird that this guy, I think he was an economist or something, and he theorised that was really the only way it could happen, and it happened. Like, it's crazy. I know I sound like a nutjob, but guys, if you watch, there's so much shit out there, guys, that just totally contradicts what the official story is. Like the size of the explosion in the Pentagon, how the planes hit that, it just there's no complex analysis by engineers and oh my God, all sorts of experts, and they're like, no, there's no way that happened. Like, there's no way it happened the way it happened. So I don't know what way it happened, but yeah.
Fuel scooping.
I think people are equally insane if they don't think governments are capable of that shit. Oh my God, the shit the CIA alone has done. Holy fuck me, Jesus. It's like half of it's like this is the stuff we know, which is unbelievable. The stuff that CIA's done that we know about is unbelievable. Imagine what they've actually kept under wraps. I mean, some shit came out and they didn't want it to. It's like the FBI did its best to infiltrate and arrest. Martin Luther King. Yeah, sure it was. When the civil rights movement and all that shit and equality thing was underway, tried to do it. They tapped his phones, infiltrated his organisation, and became violent. Did everything they could to like get him arrested and just fuck him up and shit. It was amazing. So yeah, if you don't think organisations, companies, and corporations do shady shit, you live in an absolute, amazingly naive bubble. I mean, the shit we know about now that's happened in our recordable history, shit that organisations and corporations and people have done is fucking mind blowing. So yeah, a bit dark there, went a bit dark there. So we're talking about feminism, is it? But it was like, yeah, it's gone too far. Sounding like the left, like this moral, like the extreme left has got like a moral superiority complex that is, like, I don't think they realise how embarrassing they are to themselves and how much damage they're doing to themselves, and like they're doing way more harm to what started out as like legitimate causes.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's insane. 31 jumps to go. I'm entertaining enough for you guys? I don't think so. I've got a massive headache though. Also, oh god, that's another thing. I know I sound quite well, and I am on the recovery end. But I picked up what I thought was like some sort of bug or cold, but like I was so ill with it. I was like off my feet. You know when you're ill, you sleep a lot to recover. And because I've got insomnia, I don't sleep, so I was awake with the fucker for days. I was really ill. Like get out of bed, and like within 30 seconds, like shivering to the point where my spine would break. So when I used to go and get a cup of water or make a cup of tea because I was dehydrated, I'd be like shaking to the point where I couldn't carry my cup upstairs because I was shaking so violently. So yeah, and you know when you get like hot and cold at the same time and you feel really ill, it was like that. I thought it was like a bug, but I don't know, like could it have been like a summer flu, because it really, I know people are going to say, oh, man flu, you know, men get like overly like dramatic when they get ill. No, this really knocked me off my feet, man. It really kicked my ass. Maybe it was just a normal bug, but because I'm pretty sure my immune system and everything's compromised because of, well, the injury to my jaw that's always like damaged nerves, and then like my insomnia, like, I'm not eating or I don't barely eat and all this stuff. Like I bet my immune system's absolutely. I bet my immune system's working at like 90% capacity all the time just to keep me relatively sane and like healthy. I've not been looking at systems, have we, guys? Shall we scan one? When we found one we've not actually discovered. See, people are coming. Okay, guys, something like 0.0004% of this galaxy has been discovered. Yet everywhere I go, someone's already discovered the shit, the planets. I'm like, motherfucker. And I know why that is now. It's because the routes that people plot to go to, say, the centre of the galaxy or the other side are very similar to one another, because the computer always tries to do the most direct or best routes or whatever. And so if you wanted more chance of discovering things that no one else discovered, you want to do your jump route on economical rather than the fastest, because that way you'll get more jumps to save fuel and then you'll have more things to scan. So I think that would be
fuel scooping
more relevant. I like the extra fuel tank though, I've got to admit.
Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Let's have a look. Discovered. Oh, this guy's been along this exact same path, hasn't he? And this system I'm going to is the Guardian one. So anyone who plays the Elite will have probably gone here. Most people would have probably gone here. So we're all going to be going along a very similar route. I mean, I could direct my route like vertical or diagonal or vertical up or down for say 200 light years in any direction, and I'd probably be totally off course then, and I'd get some undiscovered shit. Probably. I mean, I don't say for true, but yeah, probably. Oh, slow down! Oh shit!
Fuel scooping.
Scan the star at least. Have a quick look at it. 27 items. What? Did I just say 27? Did I?
Fuel
No, I didn't
scooping
scan it, did I?
complete.
There we go. Yeah, they weren't scanned, so we didn't see these. So these have been discovered. Look. Ah, motherfucker! Fuck off! Oh, I need to get out of it, don't I? And I need to go back to the jump route. Guys, I don't feel very well right now. In fact, I feel like really quite unwell. And maybe it's... I've been in bed for like 4 days solid. It's the first time really I've been out. I mean, I spent like an hour or so on PlayStation the other day just updating this, and I really don't know. I'm just not really ill or something. What the fuck? Boom.
Fuel scooping. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
Curious. Oh. No, can't do frame shift while I'm active. Why is that beam laser so damaged? Weird. Did you get damaged from a jump? I know that just jumping into systems can damage your hull integrity slightly. So my hull integrity might be like 80% when I get back. So what happens when your hull integrity is like at 1%, but you're like all your modules are working? Weird. I don't quite understand what damage that cut. Like, I wonder what happened. You must get destroyed, obviously, but like seriously, I wonder what happens. Quite interesting to figure out.
4, 3, 2.
I'm always worried about doing like longer recordings of this. Sometimes my audio program just shuts down. It just shuts down. It just no, it don't shut down. It just stops recording. Like it's still active, but like the recording, because it's not stopped, it's not saved it in the buffer. And I'm like, you shit. I record. Sometimes I've done episodes like an hour long on Destiny, and got close to end, and then it's just like stopped recording, even though the program's still active. It's not recording anymore. It says computer too slow, and that really pisses me off. Like I think mainly because Apple don't really optimize their own programs very well, so it's like they just don't really, you know. So, I mean, I've only got 8 gig of RAM in this computer. I bought an extra 32 when I got it. I was going to put 32 plus whatever was in, and I didn't realise that the computer itself was sealed. So now you can. What they've done is Apple charge about 10 times more for their RAM than you can get from other like retailers. And so the only way you can upgrade your RAM now is in Apple when you buy the computer. So now you can pay thousands for a RAM upgrade. It's fucking ridiculous. Like Apple's 280 billion in profits, just extra to what the annual net and gross gain is. Like they've got 280 billion just in the bank, so to speak. That's just like lying around extra shit. That's not like their annual profits or anything. That's just what they've made extra to their annual income. That's like profits just overall. Like, oh yeah, we've got everything. We've got our annual budgets that we invest. We've got all this. We've got like the billions we make from tens of billions we make from sales each year. But we've got an extra 280 billion in overall like profit that we've gathered over the last few years.
Frameshift drive charging.
cheat all the systems. Have tax havens like headquarters in Barbados and set up in Ireland and all this shit because of tax loops. And also, you remember when like I just found out that Starbucks pays no tax in the UK at all. Like none of their stores, the entire company paid no tax. And it released a press release that its excuse was, well, we're a public service, you see. And it's like, that's not a very good excuse for public services to pay tax. Everyone pays tax. Well, not everyone, obviously, if you're powerful enough, you know, you don't have to. But all their employers got taxed on their wages. But the company itself paid zero tax its entire... I still don't think it pays tax. It's somehow managed to escape. Oh, it's fucking insane. The thing is, when companies get that big, when they've got hundreds of billions in profits lying around, and they make like billions in profits every year, just stop it. Even if you haven't paid your taxes so far, just stop paying your fucking taxes. Yes, you pay several billion in taxes. So what? Like, how rich do you have to be? Seriously. Like, when your shareholders are making like tens of millions, hundreds of millions, and billions in profit alone, just pay some fucking taxes. Pay what you're supposed to pay like everybody else. Stop being greedy, folks. And actually, you pay less than everyone else. The more you earn, you pay less on each. Like, you know, you pay, what do you pay, like 30% at a certain rise, and then anything over like, I don't know, like 40 grand you pay, like, you know, at the point they'll be paying like 1% taxes on what they earn, which is still billions, but it's 1%, it's not 30%. Imagine if they were forced to pay 30% on what they earn. Fuck me. So these corporations get this big and powerful because they basically didn't pay taxes. They bribe politicians and yeah, just fuck over everyone they possibly can. Shady business practices. And the thing is, fine, you've done that. Stop being greedy, soulless bastards, and just pay your fair share. For fuck's sake, we're paying in tax on wages. God, when I was a teacher, I was earning quite a bit. I got taxed a few thousand a month. No, it was like over 1,000 a month on my wages. Like, and then I pay tax on stuff I bought, stuff I buy. I pay tax. I just bought So I bought the Canyon, 1,700. That included 20% VAT. So really, it was like 20% less than that, the actual price, but 20% VAT. Then I had to pay fucking 40 quid for a cardboard box that said Canyon on side for shipping. I couldn't believe it. Like, I thought it would be sort of wooden crate or something. It's a cardboard fucking box. Then I paid like 40 quid delivery. Then I had to buy 50 quid on pedals. So this 1,700 quid bike that actually cost 20% less than that originally. It actually cost me close to 2,000 once I bought pedals and shipping and boxing. I was like, fuck. Then I bought some. I spent like a couple hundred quid on stuff like pumps and cleaning gear and pressure gauges and tools and like lights for nighttime riding and all this shit. Then now my back seat my back tyre don't work. It's flat, and I'm like, people that are experts in mountain bikes probably think it's easy to take off a back wheel, but like, you know how complex these machines are now with all suspension and shit and all gearing. I'm scared to try and take off the back wheel in case I fuck it up and can't ride it again. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna have to like read up how to, like, you know, it felt like when I was 10 years old, I'd whip off tyres on mountain bikes and shit and just fucking fix a tyre and no problem, done. Like, now I'm like fucking nearly 40, I'm like, I'm too scared. Like, yeah, bikes didn't cost £2 back then, they cost like 50 quid.
Warning, temperature critical.
Temperature critical, that. Damn, I'm tired. No, well, yes, but I meant to say I'm ill. I'm tired as well, but I'm ill. Kept trying to sleep today. Like, my eyes started to get sleepy and I closed my eyes and just lay there with like hurting eyes, awake. I'm like, damn it. How many jumps? 20. 2. 1. Kaboom. I did read up on frameshift and why there's no time dilation, or, you know, I can't remember what. There's a good explanation, and I can't actually remember. So it's a single star.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
Shall we scan the single star guys? Oh, look how slow we are now. We're down to 30 kilometers a second. Don't you think our actual space flight, the world, all the different world space programs, way too fucking slow, man. All we've done is got some satellites in orbit, sent a few manned missions to orbit Earth, and then we've sent some automated drones and satellites out into the solar system. It's like, what the fuck, man? We should have a fucking warp drive by now. We know it's possible. We just need to invest in the technology. I mean, okay, we don't have the technology to do it yet, but it is theoretically and mathematically possible. It's been worked out. Is it called the Javier warp drive? I can't remember. So a Spanish mathematician figured out that it's actually possible. Originally we'd needed a warp field the size of Jupiter to propel the ship like many times faster than the speed of light, but some field, like the warp geometry on Star Trek, that's a real thing. So the bubble geometry has been tweaked, so we've got it down to the size of the moon. And I think if we keep working on it, we'll get it down to the size of a fucking building. We know how to power a goddamn building easily. I mean, so you might think, oh, that's impossible, but many of the technologies we now take for granted were impossible 20 years ago. Some were fantastically impossible 50 years ago. Think about the internet. Think about that. Digital technology is relatively new, even though it's become so useful. It is in every facet of almost every part of the world. It's pretty new, digital technology, let alone the internet. I was born in an era where the internet didn't exist commercially. Think about that. Think about that. In fact, I only got the internet for the first time when I was at university, when I was like 23 years old. It was only 20 odd years, less than 20. It was all like just a bit under 20 years ago I got the internet for the first time. Think about that. Kids these days, 5-year-olds have got fucking iPads and iPhones, and I didn't have a mobile phone until I was fucking 19, I think, because they were so expensive. Like, yeah, you'd still want to pay 30-40 quid a month, but you'd only get like 60 minutes talk time. I pay 30 quid a month now. I don't even I've not used my phone to talk to anyone. Realistically, like, I'm not. Sometimes I'll call like a friend, but for like 10 minutes. But it's like once every few months. Like I don't use my phone. Like honestly, they must love me because I pay for the phone just so I've got it just in case. Because you really need a mobile phone. It's like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know when you're going to need to emergency contact somebody or whatever. And so, yeah, I've got a phone. But I really don't use it. Like, they must love me over with my phone company. And I don't use any minutes. I use maybe 20 texts a month. It's insane. It's insane. But I keep it just in case, because I've had a phone for years, and I'm like, fuck, you just you're so used to it, aren't you? So those have all still been discovered, motherfucker. Fuck up. I'm tempted to look at the galaxy map and maybe drop down a bit. Maybe drop down like 50 light years, 20 light years maybe. That might be enough to... No, 20 light years, it'd take me at a slight diagonal back up to this level, I think.
Fuel scooping.
So, from what I understand, you've got to shoot these. Yeah, you've got to shoot these things on the Guardian orbit, and then this orb thing opens in the middle. Damn it! That's what I meant. That's why I wanted to keep the collectors. I wanted to shoot the collector to collect it rather than scoop it up, because if you stay too long, it closes in on you. I know the Guardians had a fight against their AI systems, but I hope the Guardians come back and help fight the Thargoids. The problem is with Elite, they bring all these alien things in, and like they're so far out and like really annoying to fight, and you have to totally get out your ship differently, and you really need like a team of like 3 or 4 people really to take them out effectively. And
4, 3, 2.
there's like the reward is you get like $1 million for a ship or a couple of million, But if you get destroyed, it's 30 million to buy back your ship, and being destroyed by a Thargoid is pretty fucking realistic, as good as your ship is. You know, mine's like really maxed out, almost maxed out modified in every aspect. So some things I might want to change, but everything I possibly can, I've maxed out as best I can. Modified it and shit. Fuel scope
disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, I didn't check the thing. Oh, dude, it's not going to do it in time. Ah.
4, 2.
So I was making my way here the other day, and I was just jumping through systems, and it just quit on me. The game just quit on me in hyperspace. I was like, fuck. Whenever stuff like that happens, you know, you send a report, a video clip, and a message, I would just write WTF. Like, so yeah, the Thargoids, like, it's a cool idea with this alien race coming back in, but we know nothing about them. We don't know their intentions. We don't know why they're attacking. We don't know anything really. And it's like the Guardians are starting to come into it now. Thargoids have been in about a year. We still know almost next to nothing about them. Like, Elite seem to take an unbelievably long time to implement things. And when they do, there's almost no story there. It's really weird. I love the game. Like, I think it's fascinating. There's always shit to do. There's always ships to buy and upgrade, there's always money to make, there's always things to mine and materials to collect and fights to have, and I think it's great. I think it's exploring and just driving around on unknown planets is fucking awesome. I want to find a really high G gravity planet though, because I always keep finding like 0.3 or 0.2 moons. Like, you can fly in your SRV, you got little boosters. Fucking, I've been as high as 60 kilometers high on one moon. It was like 0.0. It was almost no gravity. I was like 60 kilometers high by boosting my little boosters. You're like, oh, this is awesome. But I found a 6G planet somewhere. I think it's one of the Imperial planets, and I loved like flying down really fast in that in Anaconda and getting scarily close to ground and then flipping my ship vertical. So engines are powering against the G, but you're flying down so fast you slap on boosters and you're like trying to boost against the fall. I think it's great. I know what you're thinking. You're awesome. No, I know what you're thinking. You're geeky as fuck. I don't disagree. It's just great. A big heavy ship like flying down at like kilometers a second. And you're like, fuck. Flip your ship around and hit your boosters. And you're like, oh, your ship's vibrating, your pads vibrating, your ship's shaking. You try and fight against the descent with your boosters kicking in, your engines at full thrust, and your boosters flying out. But I like entering planets, and I like the glide and all that. But I think Elite are trying to work on planets with atmospheres, so there's going to be atmospheric entries. So you're going to have to do something different, more precise, or keep it at a certain angle, or you're going to have to buy heat shielding or something. I didn't think that would be necessary because we've got energy shields that seem to block. Well, they are energy shields, but they don't block just energy. They block physical impacts, miniguns, bullets, missiles. So yeah, still discovered, motherfucker.
Frameshift drive charging.
Why are these all discovered actually? Huh? Have I been this area before? Or I don't know why they're on the. Interesting. See, it amazes me that someone discovered a Guardian outpost 800 light years away. Like, they must have had a tip. There must have been a tip. Yeah, there's not millions of players on Elite. I don't think. There's thousands, maybe tens of thousands, maybe more, hundreds of thousands, including PC and Xbox. I don't know. Is that type YF star? I think it probably is, but it doesn't look very white, does it? No, it's going to be type. You'd think it would type G, but type G, our star's a type G star around our planet, in our star system. But it's actually pretty white, but it looks yellow because our atmosphere yellow. Type YF. Okay, that is a type YF. How big is that then? Let's have a look. It's a big fucking star, that thing, guys. I tell you. 1.3359 solar masses. What? That's... I don't quite understand that. 1.335 solar masses. That doesn't mean one solar mass plus 0.33, does it? It means like it's only 1,304 million years old. That's like a... Is that a bit? That's a billion. Isn't that a billion? Isn't that 1,300,000,000? No, fuck. No, 1,000 thousands a billion. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, guys. Now, I don't know if I got this exactly lined up. I was just talking about my system shutting down, saying it's too slow, and it just did it. Now, several minutes, probably 10 minutes have passed. I went and made a drink and had to save and export the file and stuff. So I've started recording again. So hopefully this is matched up to when it ended roughly, and we'll carry on with the jumps. I don't know why it's too slow. I've got 250 gigs worth of space left, so we can use that as RAM. I've got 7 or 8. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 external drives. Most of them are 4 to 6 gig that they can use as RAM. I wish there was actually a. I've got a little 1 terabyte drive. I kind of used to use for transferring between my laptop and this, and then my laptop broke. So now I just kind of don't really use it for anything. I really just wipe it and use it as a 1 terabyte memory, RAM, extra RAM basically, an extra gig of scratch discs. It's a big chunk. It uses an entire gig's worth of space as RAM instead of the RAM itself. That's pretty fucking useful. Just gave him one of my cats, so I gave both my cats some ham.
Drive charging.
My indoor cat, Luna, bless her. I wish she'd go out, but for those that know the story, we found her as a kitten with a litter near where my girlfriend worked, and she was paralysed, so no fur on her stomach because she dragged herself around with her front legs only for all her life. Her ears were fully blocked with like soil and mites and stuff. She had like a clawed eye. Bless her, she was a right mess. Took us nearly a year of like vet visits. Vets didn't know what was wrong with her. We just like fed her really well, any medicine that vets prescribed, anything and everything we could, and she got better. Then we took her to vets for once she were better for her flu vaccinations. At this point she'd been inside for a year, and we got her flu vaccinations. Within half an hour she was paralysed again. Took another 6 months, and then a week before the girlfriend moved house, she escaped. She jumped out the top window. She'd never been out before. So we did all this research and talked about vets, why she weren't coming back, and it was basically like she didn't really know to. She was like I think she jumped out a window when she got scared when fireworks went off and she ran off. Luckily someone found her about a week later, and she's been inside ever since, and whenever I've tried to take her outside she's been really scared. If I try and take her downstairs she claws into me. It gets really tight to the point where actually to take her downstairs in the past I've had to put on a hoodie and then wrap up in a towel so she can't claw away from me. And then I take her outside and she's so nervous she just runs back inside, comes upstairs, attacks and growls at me for about 3 or 4 days. It's amazing. Like I've never, and so all this summertime she's on Windowsill now looking outside and she comes out, bless her, and it breaks my heart. But I don't know if she'd survive. I mean, would she survive? I think her instincts would kick in. I mean, she attacked me and I'm like fucking 30 times her size, bless her. I don't think anyone would fuck around with her. She's a bit of a fighter when she needs to be. She loves me to bits, but man, when she's in one of those weird like sometimes like for the last few weeks or months she's been scared of me walking upstairs, and then she'll like attack me and growl if I come near her. She'll go really low, izzle back, tail will fluff up. She'll start growling, hissing at me, all sorts of stuff.
Frameshift drive charging.
So yeah, that was pretty scary. 8 more jumps, guys. 8 more jumps, jump. 8 more jumps, bitches.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, I want to go out on a canyon, but it's got a flat tyre. I can pump it up and ride it, and 24 hours later it's gone down. So probably shouldn't do that. But I've got my my Carrera cracking. It's in total perfect condition. I could go out riding on that, but I'm still recovering from being ill. But I really miss it. Like I was, I'm so like. Even though I'm knackered by the time I get back, I have done about 30 mile in its entirety. So but the first time I went out riding, I couldn't even, like when I got to where near I lived, I couldn't even fucking. It took me like there's a little alleyway that you ride up, and it's only like probably 100 meters long, and it's on a slight incline, like maybe a 1% or 1 or 2 degree incline. It's not even, it's uphill technically, but it's really not. And I had to put it on like the first gear at 27 or 28 or whatever I've got, and it was like I could barely pedal. It was so slow. Now I just put there as if like no problem in like 9th or 7th or 10th or whatever, you know, whatever gear I'm in, I had no problem.
Fuel scooping.
So yeah, should we do get a bit more fuel?
Warning. Temperature critical.
Why is it slowing down? It should speed. No, it's going to get further away from start, I think.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Stop exploring shit. 1 more points, actually. When we jump to the next start, do a little refuel.
3, 2.
Let's have a look at my discovery rank. I don't know what it is actually. I can't remember which one's the top one.
Fuel
Fire
scooping.
star. No. Quad system.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Right, we're gonna
Fuel
look at
scoop
my.
disengaged.
So I have to be elite, I think, to get that permit for that other system that I want to go to, the one that's really cheap compared to everywhere else. Trade rank, entrepreneur, explore rank, ranger. I've not done any CQC rank. I've only visited 3,000 star systems. Fuck. Yeah, that's because I suppose like you visit the same ones over and over, don't you? When you're jumping around in core. Unless that's. I made 60 million from scanning. Level 2 detail scans, 299. Level 3 detail scans. See, level 1 I think is probably things that you've discovered that no one else has discovered, and I've got none of those. I've travelled 89,000 light years in total distance. 5,000 jumps. Max distance from start, 5,000. I've only travelled 5,000 light years in total from the start of the game. Wow! That's amazing. That's not a lot, is it? Some people like travel out to,
Frameshift drive
to the other side of the galaxy and back. They have like yearly events where like thousands of players all join forces, and obviously some jump, some they'll go exploring and finding interesting places, and they'll have a specific route along the way. Well, these are the keystone points. So like every 2,000 light years or every 1,000 light years or whatever, you might have a star system where everyone can meet up. So they know there's definitely a certain place you should go, you should plot to. Which is good, interesting. I've never been part of one, I always wanted to be. But people will like engineer the star, so I think you can get up to 80 light years on an Anaconda. I really should do that now that that's not my main ship. I want to trade it into like a mining ship, but it's like so hard to do that when you've got all these amazing things you can make it really tough.
Warning.
Like, but I suppose I can keep my ship, like, because you want to make it as light as possible as an explorer ship. So I don't really need all the shield boosters, to be honest. Well, like, it's kind of nice to have them.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, I want an extra point defense system on this ship, because the one I've got is either on the top or the bottom, and I don't. It's not enough. If your missiles are coming in from the wrong angle, you get clipped all the time. 2 point defensive, but I'd have to lose a shield thing, and I really don't want to lose. Got bi-weaves on, so a bit weaker than normal, but faster regeneration. Prismatics are way like get at least 1,000 extra shield power on them, but they take so long to regenerate. It's just not worth it. These are better because they regenerate faster in between combat, you know.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Let's have a look at Galaxy map. Not that far now. Oh, we're just going down there, look. Oh. 4 jumps away.
4,
All
3,
these star systems around here, I wonder if people like explore them. Probably. Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm tired. Sorry. It's just sometimes I close my eyes for like late. How tired my eyelids are. But they don't get heavy, they just ache. Oh, I want to get that, you know, that heavy sleepy feeling when you're really comfortable and falling asleep and it feels really good. I've not had that in 15, 20 years. Like, I'm really frustrated myself.
fuel scooping complete.
I miss it. I remember what it's like from when I was like a teenager. That's the last time I really had it. There's a...
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh! It's assist now. Now B445, and then I'm going to B444.
2, 1.
And I've been doing this on my own, and I've explored a lot of systems individually. Even though they've been discovered by someone else, they're still unknown to my database, and I could have got a lot of money for them. Individual scans are worth considerably more than a system scan. Okay, the last jump, eh? What have we got in this? 5, 6. Maybe I should always do something under 10. 5? What? There must be 5 individual, like, asteroid fields that make up the one.
Frameshift drive charging.
Just get the headset back on so if you can hear anything. Because I think there'll be might be some audio files, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
3, 2, 1.
Man, the journey back, eh? I'll not record that for you guys. Right. At the last recording, when that stopped, it was like 1 hour and 10 or 1 hour and 8, maybe.
Fuel scooping.
Okay, big system. What we got?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay, so it's in space somewhere. Well, I guess we've got to fly and find it, I guess. Well, what do we explore it? Maybe we should just explore it. Let's just... Fuck, we might have to explore each thing, but if I'm going to explore each thing, I might as well get the entire system, guys. Just get the star real quick. Now, I've got a feeling this will be on outskirts, so well, let me slow down. I'll scan these individual planets first. Maybe if I scan a planet, they'll come up with something around it. Maybe I've got to find each individual planet. Wouldn't it be shit if this wasn't the right system, eh? Does it scan faster as I get closer? I don't think so. But I think we might as well approach each planet because there's... Okay. The lines would be cool if they were gone, but sometimes it's useful because you have the line around the sun to tell you, yeah, don't go past this line or you're going to drop out of Super Cruise. And then when you jump away, it's going to heat up so much you're going to burn off your systems away. So, hey, good plan. Wait, is there base on that? What? What the hell was that then? No base. Where are we? Another scan. I think it's got to be out in the... Maybe if I super cruise out into the system. I don't know. Well, we're just going to keep doing this for now, just to... Oh god, asteroid belt. Oh, where the hell was this? Did I just miss it on the map? I must have done. Oh, it's there. Shit. They're all different. Oh, there it is. Guardian beacon. Shit. Oh, I'm an idiot. Why didn't I check, eh? It's only 400 light seconds out. Okay. Still going to scan the entire planet, guys. I might as well while I'm here, eh? Do it now. Slow down, slow down. Wait, oh. Sorry guys, I wasn't paying attention. Oh. Sometimes you can click on the acceleration button like less than half a second and you go just slightly too fast where slowing down is impossible. Gravity will slow me down considerably. Or should do. Well, that's why I'm staying as 6, that's why I'm dropping. I thought I'd drop quicker than that because... Here we go. Slow down. Slow down. Shit. The data link scanner, I'm not quite sure. I think I might have to use it on these. I know I have to shoot these things, but maybe I have to use it on them as well. Because I've got it linked to the same as the Discovery scanner, so... Shit. Sorry guys. Big ship. Bit slow on responses sometimes. I'm used to it though. I've used it for... As soon as I got the damn thing. I had it on Connor for a long time and then really love that ship though. It's just, this is like even more, like, I didn't think this would be more manoeuvrable, but it's actually faster and more manoeuvrable than Anaconda, which is weird. Maybe you can't have it on a different thing. Okay, maybe I've got to set the fire group up different. I had it on the same one because I was like, there's no point in having an extra. Where is it? Data link scanner. Let's take that off. Put that there. Yeah, it don't seem to. I don't know how to scan this shit anymore. Why am I not going anywhere? I'm going any closer than that then, I guess. Yeah, I can't scan it. I don't. Am I supposed to scan it? I don't know how to. Like, I've not seen a data link scanner work in a long time. I'm not quite sure why. Let's try it on. There we go. No, nothing. I know we've got to shoot it. I know that much. Oh crap, I shouldn't have done that. Full reverse, come on baby, full reverse. Last one in it. Probably shouldn't have done that, but alright, full reverse again. Yeah, I really shouldn't do that shit. Luckily we get 3 minutes, but I thought there'd be some sort of data link scanner. Slow down, shit. Cargo scoop deployed. Okay. Oh shit. Back up. Oh crap. Oh crap. There it is. I think you get these from chapter 2 as well, don't you, on the planets? So you get all Guardian upgrades, modules and weapons, and I never played it, so I'm still haven't got around to doing that stuff yet, since I've been back on. There we go. Wait, what? Do I have to scan it? Oh, we scan this, okay, cool. We'll read that in a minute. Let's back up first though. Go fast. Come on, faster. Ooh, twice I got clipped. Because I've got like good shields. Imagine that on a sidewinder. With that basic as soon as you predict. Oh, there's a key thing. Alright, this one to pick up. Scan this as well. Oh no, I didn't bring a cargo bay. Oh my god, did I just travel 800 light years? Oh shit. Please tell me I don't have to pick this up. I do have to pick it up. Oh my god, I didn't bring a cargo bay. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. No, I can't get it. Oh my god. Guys, I've just travelled 800 light years. I've got to go back. Oh, that's amazing. Shit, let me mark this system. Oh my god, I feel like pretty sick. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to record it, don't worry guys. I'm going to mark this Then we're going to go back somewhere inhabitable. Shit. Okay, who's closer than that? Okay. You're closer. Okay. You're 600. Well, a lot of these might be actually... You know, let's just plot a route to here. And what we'll do is we'll just find the first habitable system on the way back. Wow, guys, sorry about that. That was stupid ass. Why didn't I think? I knew I had to pick some up and I just didn't think about it. I'm an idiot. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll start recording as soon as I'm back here, but I've got to do a two-way trip now, so I'm going to do that off camera so you don't have to listen to my bullshit. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you as soon as I'm back. So, cheers.